I am super excited that you get to be a part of that. Our dynamic directors and leaders help lead the way with all of that, okay? So just know, if you want to build a high 5-figure income, we can help you do that. If you want to earn a consistent, steady income, I can help you do that. If you want to build to a 6- and 7-figure income, we can help you do that. So just know, rest assured that you just have to say what you want. We can help pave it out. All right. So tonight, again, is all about party planning. So you want a hostess for a lifetime, right? Raise your hand. Yes. Not just a one time. All right. So party plan for maximum results. In this class, we're going to teach you how to party plan to $1,000 party. $1,000. How many times, or how many $1,000 parties have you guys had? Anybody had a $1,000 party yet? I know many of you are just getting started, right? How many of you would love to have $1,000 parties consistently? How much? Yeah, absolutely. Chime in. How much income is that in your pocket? Anybody know off the top of your tongue?
$250.
Yeah, $250. So how many of us would like $250 in about 2 to 3 hours worth of time?
Me.
Yeah, hello. Okay, so you get to truly party for a living, have a great time doing it, but you're also helping families put time around the table. I say time around the table because not many people get time around the table anymore. We also help people get more organized. We also help people save money. We also help save the environment. So those are all the things that you get to do with your amazing business. I'm going to also teach you how to build attendance. I'm going to also help you get your hostesses to be excited, right? It's more fun to work with a hostess who's excited versus, oh, I have to have a party, right? So we'll help you with that. Sharing the formula for success and just some different tips on how to host coach properly. I talk extremely fast. So if at any point in time you're like, whoa, slow the train down, just let me know that. But also this is being recorded now. So I will also get it posted so you can go back and listen to it again. Okay. So first, I'm going to review. I know some of you have not gotten through class 2 yet. That's totally chill. You still have plenty of time to get it done. All right. You have through the end of next week to get all of your classes done and homework turned in. Okay. Each class, just so you know, so when you start chiming in to the recordeds, they are about 50 to 55 minutes just because there's lots of information over that specific topic. Okay. So in class 2, we did cover how to set up your work calendar. Right? This is a business. So we want to treat it like a business. But the beauty of it is you decide the hours that you work. Somebody else isn't telling you when and how to do that. We also covered how to make a master list and keep it updated. So that's like your contact list, your frank list. How to meet new people. How do you get out and about there in a variety of different ways? We also covered how to date new parties. And we also covered the 5 kinds of parties and the benefits of each of those that you can work your business, because there's not just one cookie cutter way. So first thing I want to share with you is, how much do you want to earn? Y'all want to make money? Some of you do.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. So I'm going to quickly reiterate how much money you make in this business. If you're not doing anything at 8:30 tonight, I'm also going to do a class next step to share with you the next steps that are available to you and how you start earning 4 to 5 streams of income. Okay. So first, you earn 25% on your personal sales. Okay. Everybody knows that. You make your money instantly off of those parties and orders. So on $500 standard party, you make $125. Not too shabby of an income, right? 2 to 3 hours. What does that break down to? Anybody tell me? We'll see how quick your fingers are to draw.
$45 to $65 an hour, depending upon the party.
Exactly. Yes. So standard show, 500, roughly 3 hours. I say I don't count drive time in there, you guys, because guess what? At a job, you don't count your drive time. You're making right around $41 to $42 an hour. Not too shabby. Okay. So you can also earn personal volume bonuses. Okay, that starts at $1,500 in retail sales. That's an average of 3 standard parties a month, you guys, and get an extra $50 bonus. Also, when you personally sell $4,000, now I want you to think about that. You might go, $4,000? That's only 8 standard parties a month. That's 2 standard parties a week, averaging about 4 to 6 hours a week. Standard part-time job, we've done lots of research, standard part-time job is a minimum of 10 hours a week, and you typically get paid maybe $10 an hour, typically. Maybe you get 11 or 12, maybe. Typical is 10. And so you can do 4 to 6 hours a week and make anywhere from 30, let's just go $35 to $50 an hour. But you pick the days. How does that work? Does that sound pretty exciting? Yeah, absolutely. All right. So this is the chart. And again, you'll see this when I send out the recording, and I will put this in the Shazam group under units. That's where we're stacking all of those, so they stay in there for you. But you guys, again, look at the bonus incomes that you get to start off with. Extra $50 at $1,500, again, 3 standard parties, all the way up to an extra $1,000 bonus, right? Just depends on what you're looking for. Bonus checks are sent to you, right? Your commissions are paid to you immediately. So what would you expect for 2 nights a week? Let's just quickly look at this, you guys. 2 nights a week, okay? Standard parties. You're going to do about $4,000 in retail sales. Your commission, okay? Going to get roughly $900 to $1,000. Plus, you get a $400 bonus when you reach $4,000 in sales. So, I don't know. You tell me, is $1,400 pretty darn good for extra cash?
Yeah.
Who says yeah?
Me.
I heard Sandy. I see some heads nodding. $1,400, you guys, for roughly 4 to 6 hours. Take this times 12. You're going to make roughly $17,000 part-time income. 17 grand. Okay, let's keep going. Now, those were standard parties. Now, what if we could take that standard party up to $1,000? $1,000 party average. Now, let's look at this. 2 nights a week, you're gone again, or 2 days. You might do a Saturday morning and an afternoon, and you might not do any weeknights. You get to pick it, right? But if you do 8 $1,000 parties, you just doubled your retail sales. You just doubled your bonus. So now your income for the month is roughly $2,800. $2,800. And I'm just penciling this in. Let's say, so you're gone the same amount of time, right? But now you just party plan better or different, and you made more money. Who likes that theory, right? So now you just bumped up. You're making roughly $87.50 an hour. What? $87.50 an hour, gone the same amount of time, you just are party planning differently. Now take that times 12 months. Now what you are getting roughly $17,000, you just doubled it. So now you're making roughly $33,600, let's just say $34,000 a year for part-time income. How many of us could get excited about that?
Oh yeah.
I see some faces like, seriously? Guys, what I'm teaching you is I'm not pulling the wool over your eyes, or I wouldn't be here. Okay? Trust me. So let's get into the meat and potatoes. Who's ready? Okay, I have a party. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Yay! So what is party planning exactly? Well, party planning is where you and your host, you're partnering together. Right? You're partnering together to be sure that he or she has the absolute best event, the best party possible. So partnering together means you want to work with them, right? It's also called host coaching because you know what a successful party looks like. And if you're going, I really don't, Heidi, well, guess what? We're going to teach you. Okay. And this way you're going to partner with your hostess. You're going to coach them on what their role is to success. Okay. And hold on one sec. We're going to just here. There we go. Sorry. I just muted you, Michelle. And when you have a great party, your host is happy. Are they or are they not? They're going whoop, whoop, right? Customers are happy because they had fun. They got to see great product. And you're happy because, hello, you earned some great income and you had fun doing it. How many of us want to have fun doing it and make money and build a business? There's like, if we had 3 hands, okay, that's what you have the opportunity right before you, okay? Is it easy? Not always. Is it simple? Yes. Okay. So tip 1, date in close. Okay. Your host remembers why they dated. They remember why when they date in close. Dating in close, I say anywhere from, it could be 24 hours. Yes, we actually can pull parties in 24 hours, all the way up to, I'd say 10 to 12 days. That's pulling a party in close. The Uproar standards in the catalog is 21 days, so that's typically 3 weeks. Okay, but I say date them in close is anywhere from 24 hours to 8 to 10, 12 days. Okay. They're excited about earning their gifts. They were just in that moment. They just saw their friend get some goodies, right, to get to go shopping, and now they're excited for that. They also know what's going on. You know what's going on when it's pulled in close, right? You know the offers that are going on. You know the host bonuses that are going on typically, and you don't always know what the offer is next month depending on when they're dating with you, okay? I also want you to think about shopping, or a party is just shopping with some girlfriends. How much notice do they honestly need? I want you to think about a girlfriend calls you up or somebody calls you up and says, hey, you want to go shopping? Now pretend you like shopping even if you don't, okay? Yeah, when are you thinking? Oh, about 6 weeks. You might go, what? 6 weeks? Who does that, right? I was hoping like in the next couple of days we could go shopping. People know what they're doing in typically a week or 2, right? They don't always know what's beyond that. So also your hosts receive their product faster when they date in close. You receive your profit faster. That's one of the key tips to earning consistent income in this business, you guys, is dating in close. When I mastered that within the first probably 8 months of my career, okay, I went from doing this, even though I earned a car in 30 days, I went from this to this, constant, consistent income. So if you want to make constant, consistent income, okay, you might want to write some stuff down, date in close. So now, she or he said, let's party. They said, yeah, I want to have one. So first, key, set a date and time as soon as they say yes. Soon as they say yes, you put in the date and the time. And what if they say, uh-oh, I don't have my calendar. Can I call you? No, they cannot call you. Here's what I say to them. So I don't say, no, you can't call me. Here's what I say. Okay, so let's say Renee. I'm going to pick on Renee. I'm not going to pick on her, but Renee comes up. She's dating a party, and she's like, you know what, Heidi? I just don't have my calendar. I don't know what my schedule is right in front of me, so I'm going to have to get back to you on that. What I'm going to say is, you know what, Renee? I totally understand. I get crazy schedules, and I know not knowing your full advanced schedule, especially when you have to have it right in front of you. I get that. So what we're going to do, okay? So first, guys, always have your calendar, okay? What we're going to do is I'm going to pull out an erasable pen or a pencil, whatever you guys got, and we're just going to pencil it in. Do weekdays or weekends work better for you? She's going to say what works best. And then I'm going to say, guess what? We're just going to pencil it in. Go home and check that date. If it does not work, just call me right away and we will be more than happy to switch that out for you, okay? Because my schedule fills really fast and I want to make sure we at least get you in there for the best timeline that you're thinking right now, okay? And so then I have a pencil or an erasable pen, and I was telling Ann this earlier. These, I'm trying to see what brand they are. It's just a color stick. These are the best erasable pens. They literally erase. They're phenomenal. They don't smudge. They're amazing, okay? So if you like business supplies just as much as I do, you can get those at Staples or Target. But so here's one of the other key factors, you guys, is so when I asked Renee, do weeknights or weekends work better? Now, you guys, if you're not partying on the weeknights and you're only doing weekends, don't offer weeknights. If you're not partying on weekends and you're only doing it during the weekday, then don't offer weekends, right? But know what you're offering. And so you want to make sure that that stuff is penciled in ahead of time. Oops, I'm trying to. There we go. So I have all of my dates already marked. I don't know if you guys can see this really well. My dates are already marked. And what I'm just simply going to say, once Renee says a weekday or weekend, I'm going to say, great. So Renee, I have got, I'm going to actually just turn to this. I have got September 8th or I have Friday the 14th. Which of those would work better for you? And she's going to tell me, what's she doing? Are you doing the 14th? The 8th? No. Are you doing the 8th? Yes, the 8th. Okay, so Renee says the 8th. The 8th. Okay, great. So Renee, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have you write your name and your phone number in my calendar, okay? And I literally turn it over to her. She writes her name, her phone number into my date book. And then we're going to, and I'm like, okay, so Renee, what time works better for you? Do you want to do an early morning brunch or should we do a early afternoon? So like an 11 or do you want to do like a 1 or 2? And then she's going to pick. She's going to say 2 o'clock. Okay. So Renee, if you would just write 2 o'clock in there, that would be perfect. So now here's a couple of key components, you guys. Number 1, I picked dates or I gave her dates that work for me. I already knew the dates that I had available. Number 2, I had her write her information in my calendar. She is more committed by her writing it in. Number 3, it's erasable. She sees that it's erasable. So if something were to happen, guess what? We can erase it. Michelle, I'm trying to mute you, hon, and for some reason I can't mute you. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, and so those are some simple components, some simple techniques that will help you drastically get parties into your date book immediately. Okay, and the less likelihood of them canceling. Standard cancellation rate for direct sales in general is about 30%. Okay, 30% cancellation. What I found by doing this technique, my average cancellation was about 10 to 12. Okay, so if that helps you, right? I've seen a repeated pattern. Follow this process, it works. Okay. And remember, it's not a party until the date and time are in your date book. Even if they say, woohoo, yeah, I'll do a party. And then we say, all right, great, Renee, when is it? Oh, I don't have a date yet. Right? It's not a party yet. All right. So just some tips there. All right, Miss Michelle, there you go. Thanks, sweetie. So do you believe, here's another one here. I like this. Do you believe your husband is taking you for dinner if he hasn't made reservations or if he hasn't chosen the restaurant? No.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Renee says yes. I love it. Okay, so you're the rare one, Renee. So it still holds true. If the party date isn't in there, it's still not a party, okay? I love it. The next thing too, during party plan, you guys, is I encourage them, okay, that we're going to close that night. That night we're going to close. Okay, and so again, you're coaching them to that. Now, also, here's a key thing, is asking your hostess, you know what? Who'd you like to double date with? They might go, what of your girlfriends do you know is going to have so much fun that they would love to party with you? So let's go ahead and have them be a hostess alongside of you. You guys will do it same time, same place. You guys just get to pick of where it's at, but she's going to invite her girlfriends over at the exact same time. Now, that's how you just helped take a standard party up to $1,000 party. Okay, that's one way. And then just remember to always be prepared with your material. So as soon as someone dates a party, you give them their hostess packet right away, immediately, because they need to leave with that excitement in their hand to carry that on and to immediately start collecting orders. Okay, so party planning starts with, I'm a firm believer in the thank you note, right? And so you can handwrite a note. You can also, again, you'll see this when you rewatch this. And so you can stop it if you want to do a postcard where it's already done up. But just thanking them for having their party or for scheduling their party. Put the date on there. Again, you've already put it on their hostess packet, but now this is snail mail, and it's just that reminder, because maybe that host packet, and I'll give you some little tips on how to make that host packet stand out, but maybe that host packet kind of got buried under mail. Right? And so by getting this reminder card with the date, thanking them so much for for scheduling an event with you, you're excited to help them earn free product and have price items, right? This just kind of helps solidify, and it just puts an extra fluff on it of why they want to party with you versus someone else. Okay. You get some tools from Tupperware. All the steps are included for simplicity for you and your host. Just follow along. Don't leave out any steps. This is in your Tupperware folders that you do have access to. Okay. If you follow the steps, you guys, it's pretty much a no-brainer. You can't fail. So first one, fill in the party info and contact info. Ask your hostess what's the best way to contact them. Ask them. So then you're not guessing. Well, do they like to be phoned? Do they like text? Just ask them up front. Takes a lot of stress work out. Let them know what they can expect. Are you going to do a recipe at the party? So what ingredients do they need? You're going to give her a wish list. So she can start writing down, she or he can start writing down all of the things that they want to start earning for free and half price. Okay, give them a white envelope. This is their sharing packet, the recruiting packet, and that will be coming up in next week's class. We don't have class 5. We've got some bonus classes though. Okay. Another thing that you can do is give them a self-addressed stamped envelope. I do encourage still sending out reminder invitations or reminder cards, snail mail. Okay. Because not everybody is attached to Facebook and social media, and it's still fun to get something in the mail. Okay. And so you can get a self-addressed stamped envelope with her list that she is sending to you of people that she wants to invite. Okay. And so that could be her, her perfect 10 list, the 10 people she really wants there, and the people that she invites on social media. That could just be extra icing on the cake. Okay.
Eddie, what do you mean on there by the class 5? At the bottom of the recruiting packet, the white envelope, recruiting class 5.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. We don't have a class 5. That will actually be next week. We've got some bonus classes in there.
Okay.
That's where we'll teach the recruiting packet. Okay. Another thing to do, have theme parties. Have fun with this. I'm going to give you some different ideas. Okay. So the theme could be around the product. It could be around the recipe. It could be around the season. So example, if you're making salsa, because all of you have the Power Chef, right? You could do a fiesta party. Just call it fiesta or call it salsa and margarita. It could be, you know, a summer fun theme. It could be a barbecue theme. If you go on Google and type up party themes, or go on Pinterest, if you like Pinterest, hundreds of thousands of ideas will pop up. Utilize your social media ideas if something's not readily available at your fingertips. Okay, we do have information also on our ShazamEnterprises.com website. There's also under the catalogs, flyers, and sales brochures Facebook group. They've also got lots of information there. Okay, it's a party. Have fun. Don't stress about it. Okay, just have a great time. Custom services is another theme that you could do. So helping people organize their cupboards. So custom kitchen planning with the modular mates, freezer meal planning with our freezer containers, or just simply helping people freeze their meals, right? You could do meal prepping, utilizing our tools, right? So our cutting boards, our knives, our garlic wonder, our, right? Any of those tools that help making meal prep easier, you can do that. What about microwave meal in minutes? Teaching people how that they can have family time around that kitchen table, do an entire meal in under 30 minutes. Maybe you're into healthy cooking. You could do a healthy cooking class. So the sky is the limit. Just run with it. Have fun with it. The wish list. We talked about this earlier, right? Have a wish list in your host packet because you want them to see all of the items that they want to earn. You want them to start writing down a variety of things that they can put into their cupboards that they want to earn for them to personally use. But then also get them thinking outside of the box. Maybe they got bridal showers or wedding gifts or anniversary gifts or baby gifts that they want to give throughout the year, right? Help them expand their thought process, that it doesn't have to be just for them if their list especially is kind of small. Okay. The wish list kind of helps solidify you guys and helps her work harder for that $1,000 party. So this is a key component into your party planning. Also, your folders that you can order, they don't look exactly like this right now, but they have got these little tips and their wish list on there. If you don't order these folders, that's okay. I don't order these folders always. A lot of times I'll just use white manila envelopes and then I print off wish lists and things like that. Okay, and we can get you those access. So it's, you find what's gonna work for you, just pick one and run with that, okay? Next, the host rewards, right? Your hostess needs to know what she or he can earn. Start off at the top, $1,000 party. Now, let's break it down a little bit different. I'm just gonna quickly show you this. If they collect 25 $40 orders, that's a $1,000 party. You could break it down a variety of different ways. A standard order is roughly $60. So you could do, it's 17 $60 orders. So help break it down in a variety of different ways, because sometimes people hear $1,000 party, they shut down. But if you break it down of going, oh my gosh, you know what? And it's only 17 $60 orders. And I'm going to help show you some product that as you're collecting these outside orders, number one, because we'll help you start working on that. I'm going to share some different products with you that are going to help drive those sales up. The next thing is when you get at least 10 people at your party, guess what? I will help do the other work. I'll help get those orders up to $60 or more, okay? Because they're going to see so many things that they're going to absolutely fall in love with. So again, that's how you partner with them. You break it down for them. And then I touch just on the $1,000 show, you guys. I just simply saying at this level, you guys, oh my gosh, Renee, you're going to earn about $200 in product if you pick your own stuff and 3 items at half price. What are some that you jump to your mind right away that you'd like to get for half price? And I immediately start working it right there when I'm party planning them. Because then they're going, oh, well, you know, at first they might go, I don't know. But then you start having them pick. Then all of a sudden you see this light bulb go on and they start to get really excited. The other thing that you want to walk through them with, and again, this is all in your catalog, right? It's all on that page all together. So it's super simple. But it's just simply walking them through. They get to choose one of their thank you gifts too the night of their party. So right now, what one are you thinking you're going to take? Right?
Basketball junior.
Ooh, excellent. Okay. And so I would have her wish list right there with me and have her write that down. Okay, write down right now that's a bold junior. And you can change your mind. I know as girls, we'll change our minds a few times, but just write that down right now. Isn't that fun and exciting? You can choose one of those. Okay. Also, here's a sheet. Again, we can post this for you. And I believe you can also find it on the Tupperware catalogs, flyers, and sales brochures, that whole group. Help them narrow it down on what are some of the most popular half-price selections. And these are some of the most popular half-price selections. So sometimes, right, people can't make choices, but if it's like really narrowed down, it makes it a little bit easier for them. Okay. And some other things just for your knowledge, you guys, I want to make sure that you know you get sales credit, but not commission on the half price items. Okay. So you get sales credit, which is way cool. And the sales credit counts for Confident Start, weekly challenges, monthly total for your bonuses. So all of that adds up. Okay. So you might go, okay, well, what exactly goes in this folder? All right. So first, it says cover letter. I put in a welcome letter. Just a simple introducing who am I, and again, I'll post an example of what I put in there. And I started this when I was about 2 months into the business. I was like, I don't really have a story or anything about me, but it was just an introduction to you, right? Who are you? Tell a little bit about your family. Shorter the better. Okay. You want a current host gift sheet. Plain and simple. Like if there's a bonus one, like for right now, the August is the Fresh and Cool. So you would want to put that in there. 2 to 3 catalogs with your information on it. Make sure everything that leaves your fingertips, that the information is on there. You want a mid-month brochure or the sales flyer. Again, it's called a variety of different things. Personally, I like to put 5 to 7 of them out there. You might go 5 to 7, are you kidding? Yeah, because I want my hostess to have a lot of little fingers moving out there, right? And if she only has 1 or 2 flyers, she's not able to collect orders as fast as possible. So I'm making her job harder. Because then she's got to get the flyer back, then she's got to give it to the next person. Where if I've got 5 to 7 out there for her, she can hand them out to 5 to 7 different people. Order form, same thing, 5 to 7 of them. I actually now do 10 because they usually get filled up. And I give them a challenge. You fill up all 10 of these order forms, totaling at least $250. I'm going to have a bonus gift for you. Okay, I put recruiting information in there. We've got that one whole sheet on there that always has the kit on there. It's got the say yes and the extra offer. Put that in all of those. Make sure you put a label on there with your information on it. You can do the half price suggestion sheet. And I know I shared earlier that a lot of times I will put these in a white manila envelope. Something I also rotate to do when I do the white manila envelope, I will actually put 2 holes. I will paper punch 2 holes at the top and tie curly ribbon around them, right? And I curl the curly ribbon so it looks cute. Because guess what? If it gets stuffed in the pile of mail, and when I call her in a couple of days to see how her guest list is coming, to see if she has any questions, see if she's added anything more to her guest list or to her wish list, guess what? She might go, oh, you know, I can't find my packet. I can say to her, guess what? Look for the curly ribbon. And they usually can find it like that. The other thing I love to do is buy gift bags. You can get really inexpensive ones, a Dollar Tree, the Dollar Store, Amazon, uline.com. There's a variety of places you can get a whole bunch of gift bags for really inexpensive. And I will put all of this stuff in a cute little gift bag. And then I take all of those to my party. And when I set them up at the center of the display, they're like, oh, what are those cute little gift bags? That will be the one of the best gifts that I can give you, and I'll talk about that later. Right? And that's when they date their own get together. So then when it comes to we're scheduling in their party, here is your gift bag. And I put everything right in there. Okay. So next steps, review everything that you put in the gift bag or the folder. Right? I don't just give her the packet and say, okay, here you go. I literally go through each of it. Another thing too, to help streamline your time, because it got to the point when I started to master the dating game, it was on an average, I would get 4 to 6 parties dated off of every single party. Okay, so my date book filled up like that. I didn't want to party plan 4 to 6 hostesses individually all the time. So I learned how to group coach them. So I pulled everybody who dated parties with us that night. I pulled them all together and said, all right, all of you party animals, let's go. We're going to come over here. And then I got to party plan, go through all of the information with all of them all at the same time. And then we penciled in their party dates. Made it super simple, and it streamlined their time and mine. Okay, so go through all of the information, group coach if you want to. Again, you'll love it once you do it. And then again, help them create a list of people that they want to start inviting to their get together, to their party. Okay. This is another sheet that we will put out there for you if you haven't seen it already. It's 7 steps to your successful Tupperware party. It literally walks them through the steps. Everything that you went over with them, it just condensed into it. So it talks about over inviting. Okay, make sure that they're inviting at least 20 to 40 people. Okay. Personal invitation is best. So sending out those reminder those reminder invitations, which you can do. You can also ask your hostess for stamps. Let them provide the stamps. Give her an extra little piece of Tupperware. Okay. Tupper Connect every single party. You need a paid website to do that. That will increase. We have seen it drastically increase the party sales, drastically. Anywhere from starting out, right? If the hostess doesn't work, it's probably like an extra $75 to $125, all the way up to we've seen $500, $600, and $700 extra come through on Tupper Connect. Okay, so Tupper Connect every single party. Talk about the recipe. Right? Are you going to make a recipe? Salsa is super simple until you start to feel more comfortable and expand out of that. Walking through your hostess, what they get, right? Starting them off at a $1,000 party, breaking down how many orders is that, giving them a couple of different options. How do they get payment to you? All right. I always just had them make checks out to me. That was super simple. You can also do, obviously, credit card. Our company doesn't charge us for credit cards, which is phenomenal. But just walk her through that process. and then let them know when you are expecting for that party to close. I always coach my hostess that we are going to close that night. And when we close that night with all outside orders with payments and, you know, everybody ordering through Tupper Connect that couldn't be with us, I gave her an extra gift. So I gave her an extra incentive of something that I knew she wanted. And when we closed that night, she would get that bonus gift. So that's just another option. You don't have to do that by any means, but that was just something that I definitely built up to, and it paid off well. Okay, let's just start we're getting closer to the end, you guys. Building their Frank list. This is giving them ideas of people outside of their inner circle. Right? A lot of times when they're having a get together, a party, they think of their closest family and their closest friends. And they forget the people that they work with. They forget their neighbors. They forget maybe, depending on the age of the kids, right? They forget their parents. And so by having a list or helping them go through a variety of different people that they can invite, this will make a huge difference. Huge. You also want to help remember to set up a Facebook event. And I asked my hostess, do you want to set it up or do you prefer me to? If they say if they say they want to, great. Will you also add me to it? Because I want to make sure that it gets done. And then you can start posting in there daily, one time a day, starting about 5 to 7 days prior to the party. Okay. So build attendance. Let's talk about that. Building attendance, again, you want to make sure that they over-invite 20 to 40 people. They want to make sure they have at least 10 people in attendance. So you can do something that I call the stripper basket. And the stripper basket is literally just a basket full of goodies. And they get to pick out of the stripper basket or the stripper bowl for doing certain things. So number one, and again, you can tweak this, you can make it whatever you want. You don't have to do it. But I did things that were obviously going to drive party sales, party attendance, and dating parties, because I knew when I got more people there, I was going to be able to date more parties. So when they had at least 40 guests on their guest list, they got a gift out of my basket. When they had at least 10 adults at the party, they got to pick out of my basket. When they had a dating waiting before I walked through that door, they got to pick out of my basket. And if they would give me 10 to 15 minutes to share more information about the opportunity that night, they got to pick out of my basket. So those are just, again, some different things that you can do. And you might go, well, Heidi, what is all this stuff that I'm giving out? I'm brand new. I remember that. If you buy the bag of tiny treasures that you can order off the sales aids list, guess what? Guys, I put 2 to 3 of those tiny treasures pieces in a cellophane bag wrapped with curly ribbon, and I put a bunch of those in my basket or my bowl. So I typically, when I started off, I bought 2 bags, and I just sat down, and like I said, I put 2 or 3 of those tiny treasures in one of those bags, the cute cello bags you can get at Walmart or Target or Dollar Store. Right? They're like the party favor bags, wrap it with curly ribbon. I added some little chocolates in it to kind of fluff it up. And that was their gift. Those are like exclusive things that they can't get any other way. So it made them work for it. Whistle straws, those are great. Okay. So again, we just talked about that. Tips to maximize the home party. Goal set with yourself, you guys. What results do you want from each party? So before every single party, set a goal. Set a goal. What are those party sales going to be? Is it going to be 500? Is it going to be 1,000? How many new datings do you want to get? Okay. Did you set up the event? Did you Tupper connect it? So it's just kind of your checklist. So how do you spoil? Okay. You might have the opportunity where your hostess doesn't take all of her half price items, you guys. Guess what? You can take them. You can take advantage of that stuff. Let's say your cash and carry pool balance. Okay. When you order samples and stuff, that cash and carry pool balance accumulates. You can add $75 per party if it's available to bump that hostess up to the next level if they're close. So if you have a hostess that she's worked her tail off and she is super close to that next level and it just didn't happen, guess what? I add that extra from my cash and carry pool balance because I have it available, and I help her get to that next level. And so she reaps the rewards. You then have hostesses sometimes where they didn't do squat, right? They didn't collect outside orders. They didn't do much, but maybe, you have some extra orders that you can add on to that party, or again, depending on where they're at, you can add from your cash and carry pool balance and you can take the extra. You can take the extra half price items, the extra free. You have that option, okay? And so those are some ways that you can add extra items at really inexpensive, if not free, to give as extra gifts, okay? Also, awards that you earn. You may not want all of those awards. And so those are things down the road that you might want to give as an extra incentive for dating a party or dating in close. Okay. Remember, hosts build your career, right? They build your career. They're going to be the ones to be with you for a lifetime if you treat them right and you partner with them. And so the question is do you want to make $100 to $200 per month or over $1,000 or even more per month? You decide. It's your business. So different points of contact, thank you note immediately sent. A lot of times what I did is I did postcards and I had them all done up and they were in my car. As soon as I left the party, I wrote in their party date again, and they were all already stamped. I wrote my own personal little message on there and I immediately popped it into the mailbox on my way home. Boom, done. I typically drove about an hour and a half to 2.5 hours for my parties in the beginning. Okay. Contact when you get their guest list via email, however they like to communicate, and let them know that you got the guest list and you're super duper excited. Okay. Contact 1 week after dating to check in on their wish list, any outside orders, if they have any questions. How many yeses do they have so far? Contact 1 week prior to their party. Okay, just repeat, you're just checking in. How's it going? Do you have any questions? How are we coming on the attendance? How's your outside orders? And then you want to contact 24 to 48 hours before their party to confirm head count. And how do you get to their house? I'm just confirming on how do I get to your location. And then lastly, send a thank you note after the party. Just as that extra special touch. And a lot of times when I sent my thank you notes after the party, I always put an extra coupon in there. I always put a coupon in their thank you notes. And that coupon was the opportunity to purchase with me later on in like the next week or two. So that brought them back. So how do we get to this point? How do we get to building that date book? It's focusing on it every single day until your date book is where you want it. Schedule what we call a power hour. And that's literally, it's 1 hour. And you can do it all at once. And it might be 15-minute breakdown sections on 15 minutes post-coaching, 15 minutes of customer service calls. It might be 15 minutes of dating calls, 15 minutes of recruiting calls. But again, if your date book's not where you want it, I would say spend that hour on making those phone calls to get the date book where you want it. Just think of it. Every yes that you get, that's $125 in your pocket. Okay? It's a formula that works every single time. Number of orders times the amount of orders equals the party total. So example, if there's 10 outside orders, that's roughly $350 because outside orders are about $30 to $35. Party orders are higher. People who actually attend the party. So if you have 10 party orders, they average about $60 to $70. So we went middle of the road. There's $1,000 party, you guys. $250 profit for you, $220 roughly for free for your hostess, plus half price items, plus any host bonuses going on. I would say that that's a win-win. So don't be afraid. It's okay to hear no. You're going to hear no. That just means you're getting closer to a yes, and no just simply means new opportunity. It's not okay to assume a no. Ask everyone. Okay? Work the laws of average, but don't be the average. It's a numbers game, plain and simple. Just get ready and hold on for the ride because you're going to build your business. So your homework, we are finished. I'm going to have you, and again, this will be in this video. I'll snag this and I'll put that in the units section so you can see it readily. But you're going to send me an email with your 5 takeaways from this class. Okay? Get your supplies ordered and ready to go. Get your hostess packets put together. And I want you to also jot down, what do you think the biggest obstacle to making this work for you? And how are you going to overcome it? Right? You're just going to put that on in the email. So I hope you guys got lots and lots and lots of takeaways tonight. Lots of information. It's super simple once you get it started. It's a lot of information in the beginning, but once you get the system going, it's a rhythm. I promise. Believe me. So lastly, the secret of my success. Party. Step 1. 2 is recruit. Step 3, teach others to do the exact same thing and repeat the process weekly. This is the most consistent income you can honestly have. Okay, you just have to work it. So your code word is party plan is key. Party plan is key.
Heidi, do I need that?
You guys will not need that who are on.
Okay.
Okay, it's for those who are re-watching it. Great question. Okay. All right, you guys.